As I said, I wish we could take all of our obsessions over all things Donald Trump out of this and just look at the basic question. Is it a good idea to delegate to the president the authority to place travel restrictions on other countries that pose a danger to the people of the United States, as the president has had for nearly 70 years? I believe that it is. Now, this bill, among other things, limits the president to imposing restrictions only if it's the least restrictive means possible, that is, the weakest means possible, and limited to a specific duration. It gives any party claiming to be harmed by such an order standing to sue in any district court to block the order. It applies a non-discriminatory language in current law for immigration visas, for non-immigrant visas, or any other entry in the United States as well. Well, what does this mean in a practical sense? Well, it means a lot of things, none of them in the security interests of the United States. President Trump invoked this authority against countries that were hotbeds of international terrorism and that were not cooperating with the United States in providing basic information about travelers coming from those countries. It had nothing to do with religion, race, or any of the other complaints we've heard from the left. When countries cooperated with us to assure that we could adequately vet travelers, as every other country does, these travel restrictions were lifted. Without this authority, the president would have been powerless to take simple, prudent precautions against terrorists and other undesirables entering the United States. The president's ability to negotiate and, when necessary, to retaliate against discriminatory actions by other countries depends on his having this power at his disposal. Although our Constitution gives Congress the power to decide immigration law, it vests the president with the plenary power to conduct our foreign affairs, and the ability to quickly and decisively act in these matters is a crucial component of that responsibility. To suggest that this power could only be used if it was the weakest possible response to changing threats is absurd on its face. And to allow even this power then to be blocked by the federal district court upon motion of any person who claims harm from such an order turns absurdity into farce. Meanwhile, Border Patrol encounters with foreign nationals illegally entering this country hit 100,000 in February. Now, that's the entire population of South Bend, Indiana. By March, that number ballooned to 170,000. That's the entire population of Salem, Oregon. The number of gotaways, those who evaded the Border Patrol so far this year, is very conservatively estimated at 155,000. That's the entire population of Jackson, Mississippi. Now, 2 Yemeni nationals on the terrorist watch list were recently apprehended by the Border Patrol. I suppose you could say they were coming here to do jobs Americans just won't do, but I sincerely doubt they were coming here to pick lettuce. I wonder how many more entered because the Border Patrol is preoccupied with the hundreds of thousands of illegal entries encouraged by this administration. That's something I'm afraid we're going to find out in the future when we're sadder but wiser. I yield back.